All right, welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that's a real game changer, taking all that incredible power from large language models and bringing it right onto your own computer. So, you might be asking yourself, why on earth would I want to do that? Well, stick with me.
Have you ever wanted to mess around with something powerful like ChatGPT, but then you get that little uneasy feeling? You know, the one where you're wondering where your data is actually going? Or maybe you've had that classic moment where you're ready to create something awesome and your internet goes out. Yep, that's exactly the problem we're going to solve today.
You know, it really boils down to this simple contrast. On one side, you've got cloud AI. You're basically chained to an internet connection, and all your conversations, all your ideas, they're being sent off to someone else's computer. But when you run that AI locally, oh, you completely flip the script. Suddenly, you get to work offline. Your data stays yours, completely private, and you get total control over the models you're using. It's a huge shift.
And you know, this isn't just for a handful of tech wizards or coders, not at all. There's this massive wave of people, students, engineers, just curious folks who are dying to get their hands on these large language models. But they want to do it through a friendly, easy-to-use interface, you know? Something where you don't have to write a single line of code.
And that right there is where the star of our show comes in, LM Studio. It's basically built from the ground up to be the answer to that problem. Think of it as your personal gateway, a portal that brings the entire universe of local AI right onto your desktop.
So what is LM Studio at its heart? Well, it's a desktop app, and it does three things, and it does them really, really well. First, it helps you discover all these different AI models out there. Then it lets you download them with just a click. And finally, the best part, it lets you experiment with them in a super simple chat window. And all of this happens on your machine, nobody else's.
Okay, I can already hear the question, but can my computer actually handle this? And the answer is probably yeah. It runs on Mac, Windows, and Linux, so it's pretty versatile. Now, the sweet spot, the recommended amount of RAM, is 16 gigs or more. But hey, if you've only got 8 gigs, you're not out of the game. You can still run it. You'll just need to use some of the smaller, more efficient models. It's totally doable.
So, are you ready to get your very first local AI up and running? The absolute beauty of LM Studio is how simple it is. Seriously, the whole thing just boils down to 3 super easy steps.
Okay, step 1, you just go to the LM Studio website and grab the installer for your computer, Mac, Windows, whatever. Easy. Step 2, once it's installed, you open it up and click on the Discover tab. This is like a search engine for AI models. Find one that looks interesting and hit download. And then step 3, you just hop over to the chat screen, pick the model you just downloaded from a drop-down menu, and that's it! You start chatting. It is literally that simple.
And here's what's so cool about this. You're not stuck with just one kind of AI. It's like a candy store. You've got this huge variety right at your fingertips. You can browse and grab all the big names. Models from Llama, Phi, DeepSeek, they're all right there, inside that Discover tab, waiting for you.
Now, as you're downloading these models, you're going to see files with this weird extension, GGUF. Don't let that acronym scare you. Seriously, all you need to know is that GGUF is a special file format. It's designed to make these huge AI models load up really fast and run super efficiently, even on a regular desktop or laptop. It's what makes this whole thing possible.
Okay, so we've covered what this thing is and how to get it running. But now let's talk about the real magic, the most powerful reason to do this, the offline advantage. This is where you really truly take back control of your digital life.
So let's be super clear about this. Yes, you need to be online for the setup part. You know, searching for models, downloading them, getting updates. But once a model is downloaded and living on your hard drive, you can pull the plug. All the important stuff, chatting with the AI, having it analyze your private documents, even running that local server we'll talk about, all of that works 100% offline.
And this is the mic drop moment for anyone who cares about privacy. I want you to really let this sink in. Your conversations and your documents never leave your computer. Nothing is sent to a third-party server. Nothing. It is all happening right there on your device. It's your data, period.
But look, LM Studio is way more than just a simple little chatbot. Think of the basic chat as just the beginning. It has some seriously powerful advanced features under the hood that let you do things you probably didn't think were possible on your own machine.
Okay, check this out. One of the absolute coolest features is called Chat with Documents. You might hear nerds like me call it RAG. What this means is you can literally drag and drop a PDF or a text file right into the chat window. The AI reads it, and just like that, you have your own private research assistant. Imagine asking it to summarize a long, boring report for you, or find a specific fact in a 100-page document. And again, this all happens completely offline and privately. And for all you developers, tinkerers, and hobbyists out there, this next one is for you. LM Studio has this incredible feature where it can run a local server that pretends to be the official OpenAI API. So what does that mean? It means any app or script you've written to talk to ChatGPT in the cloud, you can just point it to your own computer instead. Bam! You've instantly got a powerful, private, and totally free development sandbox. Okay, so let's zoom out and recap. What's the bottom line here? What makes LM Studio such a game changer? Well, first, you can run incredibly powerful AI models right on your personal computer. Second, it works on pretty much everything, Mac, Windows, Linux. Third, the interface is so easy you need zero coding skills. But the real superpower, the thing to remember, is that the core features work entirely offline, which means your data, your chats, your ideas, they stay 100% private. You know, a tool like this fundamentally changes the game. It's not just for big corporations anymore. It puts the power to innovate, to experiment, and to create with AI directly into your hands, with no compromises on your privacy. So that leaves us with just one final, and I think really exciting question. Now that this kind of power can run privately on your own desktop, what will you create?